Welcome to another video on the Precision Paddle channel. Today I'm going to show you a match that I played the other day that I knew was going to be high level and some good rallies. You know, when you just know, because everyone on this court, you know, can play really well. So I thought I'd record this one, and thank God I did, because some of the rallies were unbelievable. So yeah, I want you to sit back, enjoy this match, and I'm going to talk you through it, do a little voiceover as it's going in the background so you can watch the points. I'm at square one in Ashford. I'm on court one, and as you can see, the bar and restaurant is right above our court at the back, and you see the seating area. So if you pop a ball out on our side, then it goes right into the restaurant. So it's a little bit awkward. So they don't really put people who can pop the ball out on this court, but we didn't really get a choice. So yeah, just enjoy the match. I'm playing with my mate Will here on the right, who's just hit the ball. On the left, sorry, he's just hit the ball in all white, and I'm the one in the grey top right now hitting the ball. And we're playing Luca and Charlie on the other side, who both have played tennis before, and Charlie, who's about to return the ball now, played squash a lot as well. So, you know, there was going to be a high level. We knew it was going to be tough, but we went into it and we said, listen, we need some practice for this tournament coming up, because we're playing another tournament on Saturday, an LTA one. Not another one, our first one actually, and we needed some practice. So it's always good to get down to square one. You know, although it's hot in here, these courts are really nice, and I do like playing here. I like indoor because there's no wind and no sun to distract you from playing your game. And we go 1-love up. It's always good to get the first game on the board. I always try and start fast, although I have been starting really slow matches recently. But I'm definitely noticing improvement in my game the more I play. Nice little return for me on the back, and I'm getting better off the glass. I like to go for the lob a lot, and I am reading these smashes quite a lot. I didn't quite get that one back, but I was just getting used to the feel of the pace of the ball. And as you can see, Luca here, he pops one into the restaurant, I believe, on the smash. So yeah, someone's got that in their coffee, that ball right there, and that is it's quite funny, but probably not if you're drinking the coffee. So yeah, me and Will, we're a good partnership. We both used to play tennis together at Maidstone, so you know we've got the chemistry on the court. You know, we know what to do. Nice little one for me into the corner, and I'm really starting to slow my my overheads down a lot now, because at the start I was smashing big down the middle, but I'm going slow into the corners to build the point. And as you can see, Luca's got really good hands on the net because he has played tennis a lot, so he knows he's good at the volleys. Look right here, he's got good hands. But so is Will, so you know this is a really fun match, and it's 1-1 now. One thing about playing indoors is, if you haven't done it before, it's much faster than outdoors. Like, the ball just flies off your racket, yeah, and it's like makes a bigger sound. It feels like a gunshot's going off. So in that respect, you know, you probably will play better. You'll find that you'll play better if you've never played indoors and you first play indoors. You'll find that everything comes off a bit cleaner. There's less mishits, for example. So it's personal preference whether you like outdoors or not more over indoors. But me personally, I do like playing indoors because, you know, the elements of the wind and the sun it gets taken completely out of the game, so you can just play your best paddle. That's what I believe anyway. One thing that's important in paddle, as you can see that we're doing here, is keeping the net position. Okay, it's one of the key tactical things which, if you're a beginner or you're just starting paddle, it's good to understand that all the points are won, not all the points, but the majority of the points are won when the pair are at the net together, attacking the opposition, you know, because that's when you're going to be the most offensive. When you're at the net, you see I've achieved that smash there. That's why smashes aren't always the best in paddle, like the big ones, because it draws us into the net here, and we take the position that we want, which is at the net, so we can use our volleys and we can move our opponents around and we can look for the pop out. So it's always good whenever you can in paddle to rush the net. That's why you have an advantage on a serve, because you're serving and you're coming in, your partner's already at the net, right? That's why I believe, and you know, I'm not an expert, but I'm improving at a good rate. I believe that the lob is a very important shot, and I just play it right there. I do miss that one, but the lob is a really important shot because it draws you to the net. If you play a good one, it means you can get to the net, push them back, and take the position that you want in the point. Okay, so make sure to always play those lobs, not just the fast ones like we're doing here, ground strokes. That's a lovely ground stroke. Look at the transition there for my partner. I should be at the net right there, and I eventually get there, but I should have been there as soon as he pushed up. That is something I need to work on there, but that transition to the net there for my partner was super nice. You see how we just won the point because we were aggressive there. And here's what I'm saying about the big smash. Luca goes for a big smash here. I managed to retrieve it because I'm already at the net, and you know, we're up in the points. So just be wary of going for huge smashes, guys, in paddle, because sometimes as you can see there again, we're at the net from it. So you can go for them, but you need to be aware that if it's not a good one and it doesn't come back over your side, then you might let your opponent in. And we are 3-1 up now, so you know, we got the break. This is going well. And I have recently bought the new Babolat Viper LeBron racket, and I'm not going to tell you how much it costs, guys, because you know it's not something I really want to share with you guys because I'm still recovering from it. But I am really liking it. I'm going to give you a little bit of thoughts on the racket. It's head heavy. The balance is at the top of the racket, so you know that leads to more power. It's a diamond shape. What I do like about it is, even though the sweet spot isn't as large as my older racket, I seem to be getting loads of spin from this racket. I don't know what it is. It's got this, I don't know, it says 3D spin technology, whatever that's called, but it's got a smooth surface with like bumps on it. And I really like the amount of spin I can get on this racket because it gives me power because of the diamond and head heavy shape, but also I get that feel feel on the volleys, and I generate a lot of spin for some reason, which I do like. So I'm overall really liking this racket, although it is, I think, an advanced racket. So if you're a beginner, I wouldn't go for it because it's quite hard. But yeah, like I said again, look out of the way. We're just using our volleys here to move our opponents around, and then as soon as they get a nice lob, they're in, right? And then Charlie absolutely shanks one into the gym. That smash was funny. It went right behind one of the cardio machines at the gym in the top left, and we had to wave someone to throw the ball down. It's quite cool the way this Ashford Square One club is set up, because you can just be doing cardio while watching the paddle. Everything's designed so you can be watching the paddle, you know. The paddle is the main focus, but you can also, you know, it's got a gym there, you can eat there. So the setup's really nice. I'd recommend coming down if you haven't already. So we do go 4-1 up here, which is obviously, you know, absolutely ideal. I don't usually start fast in a lot of my matches for some reason. And here Luca goes for a big smash. I somehow managed to block it, and I just couldn't quite get myself in the position to recover the second one he did. I'm getting better at reading those smashes here. He goes for a big one there again, and Will somehow gets the racket there. He just does that all the time, guys. He just blocks smashes for fun. And look at the volleys, the coverage on the net, and I just let him down with that volley into the net. I'm sorry about that one, brother. If you're liking this video so far, guys, make sure to subscribe, because this channel, I'm going to be taking you through my journey, playing tournaments. I released my first tournament video the other day on my main channel videos, so if you haven't checked that out, then go and have a watch. It did quite well for my first video, I thought. And I'll be doing another LTA tournament soon, so I'll be recording that as well. It's actually next Saturday the 19th, so stay tuned for that video, because me and Will, who I'm playing with today, are going to take that one. We're going to take everyone down. Yeah. So it'll be fun to watch that one. Look at the hands again from these guys. I mean, once coming from a tennis background, it does help with the volleys. It helps with the hands at the net. And coming from tennis is a big advantage transitioning into paddle. As you can see, because you know all the shots already from tennis. It's just the racket's a bit smaller and hasn't got strings, so you know the volleys. Everything comes a little bit easier to you when you already know the shots, right? And here we just get punished from a smash, and that's what I'm saying. I actually recover this ball, but that's why I'm saying about the big smash, guys. You see it in this game a lot. Oh, and we just get fortunate with that let cord. But yeah, the big smashes aren't always the play, guys. Just keep that in mind. That is one thing coming from tennis that we all have to adapt. Everyone on this court had to, because we all come from tennis, right? And I was doing it massively at the start. I was going for big smash after big smash, and it wasn't effective. So you had to learn the hard way. Lovely sidewall both there from Charlie, coming from squash. He's got that in his locker, which I don't. You know, I didn't come from squash, so I haven't really got that shot in my locker, but he definitely does. And the amount of spin that comes off of a sidewall boast, I don't know how it happens, but it really does throw you off if you're trying to volley that one, because the amount of spin that comes off the glass when you hit it like that is crazy. And also, guys, let me know in the comment section of any series you want to see, like maybe, I don't know, Road to Playtomic 6.5 or something. I don't know, leave ideas in the comments, and I want to make some series on my channel, because I always like doing them, because it shows like you can show a journey, right? And I do like doing them. So if you've got any ideas, it could be anything, then leave it in the comments below. Lovely block from my partner. You see how he's blocked that smash? Like, how does this guy do this? He's also demoing a racket right now, so this isn't his usual racket. And it was actually, he found out, well, he should have known from the colour scheme at the start. I did tell him, but I think it was a female racket. It was a really light racket, so it didn't give him a lot of feel on the volleys and stuff. And he still manages to block stuff like it's nothing. So yeah, this guy's an absolute joke, guys. and I'm excited to play with him in the tournament on Saturday because we could smash it, yeah. So like I said, stay tuned for it. We're 5-2 up in this set, trying to finish the set out here. Lovely lob from my partner. See how the lob and both transition into net at the same time. And we do actually swap sides here, which isn't really recommended. That is a tennis habit we have right there. Paddle, you're not really meant to swap sides like that. But it's just something that, you know, it's fine to do, but you want to stay on your side as much as possible. And I, oh my God, that was embarrassing. I did read the smash where it was going to be. I was in the right position, but why was I facing the glass? I should have just turned my body and played a backhand. But, you know, it's fine. I always make up for it for the scoop, but now it's 5-3 and I'm serving out for the set. If you play paddle, let me know if you also serve backhand, because we're a rare breed, not many people do, but my slice in tennis was always my best shot. So as soon as I started playing paddle, just naturally I started backhand serving with my slice, and you know, it's effective, so I'm not going to change it. You know, don't need to. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Look how we're out of the net here, just putting loads of pressure on our opponents. You see what I mean about, you just know who's going to win this point, and I don't even think we do. That's so funny. Yeah, we do lose that, but we lost it because we lost the net position, right? That is what paddle comes down to a lot of the time. It comes down to big moments, big points, sometimes very fine margins. It takes 1 or 2 points difference in these sets. And you know, if you're at the net, you're much more likely to win the point, so you want to be there as much as possible. If you're spending 60% of your time at the net in the match, you're likely going to come out on top. Lovely little volleys here from us. Puts one a little bit higher, my partner does, but we get back into net again, and I play the lob. And can I retrieve this one? I almost got that smash back, guys, but my racket didn't quite touch the ball. But instead I just fired a volley into Charlie on the next point. Yeah, take that one, brother. Again, I played the overhead there just because I wanted to take the net. I just didn't want to go back to the back of the court. And yeah, so I always try and play the overheads as much as possible, unless it's a really good lob, because the overhead just allows me to get back into the net, like I was saying before. And here's a great lob. You see how I tried to play the back and smash there? That wasn't a great idea. And can Will get this? Oh my God, he absolutely pulls out a wonder shot. Almost out the door. Did you just see that? And he didn't touch the net. Watch that one back, guys. That is, I think that was that on set point? If he did that on set point, that is incredible. We do take the first set 6-3, and it was closer than 6-3. Sometimes the scoreline doesn't, you know, justify how close it actually was. You know, a lot of games went to juice, and it was a really close match so far and a really fun one. You know, it's a good match. You know when everyone was playing at a good level and everyone's sort of a similar level, and Charlie actually pops one into the restaurant there. So I think that was 2 times this happened. I think the staff are getting a little bit annoyed at this point because 2 balls have ended up in people's coffee mugs. And like I usually do in these videos, I'm going to let you watch the second set without any audio and voiceover. Let me know if you prefer the voiceover or if you just prefer the raw footage, because I like doing a mix of both in these videos. One, because I can't think of a lot of things to say for 22 minutes. Do you know how hard it is to think of things to say for 22 minutes commentating? It's hard enough just commentating on like a 10-second clip. But yeah, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of this match and the rest of this set without me doing a voiceover. But if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, then make sure to subscribe for the tournament video coming up, and let me know in the comments any series that you want to see me do, and you know, and just anything in general, put it in the comments. If you love paddle, then you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. And stay tuned to the end of this match because it gets a little bit saucy at the end. Let's just say that.